Welcome in, everybody, to another post-game reaction edition of 410 Sports Talk. I'm James Haskell, along with my co-host, co-commiserator, co-compadre, and suffering, Glenn Martin, and we're here to talk about the Baltimore Ravens' heartbreaking loss to the Pittsburgh Steelers, 27-22. There's a lot of places we can go with this, but ultimately, just to give a little bit of a summation of what's happened now, of course, the Steelers have taken clear control of the AFC North. We are currently outside of the playoff picture because at this point, I think it's fair to say our only true path to the playoffs is through the AFC North championship. We do have another opportunity to play them. We, of course, still play the Bengals, but this was a really tough loss, with our opportunity to play the Steelers at home. Man, let's just start right with the catch, Glenn. I want to start with the catch, but actually, you know what? Before we get to the catch, can I just get your opinion on one thing? I actually think that the Teddy Buchanan call was worse, was more egregious, as if it could ever be. That was, I don't know how that is not Teddy Buchanan's football. I don't understand. I still don't get that one. I never will.
Look, I'll say this. I think the Ravens got screwed twice by the refs, big time, but I don't think the A-Rod was one of them, in my opinion. I thought there was an angle where he had possession and his knees were down before Teddy took the ball from him. I thought it was a close call until I saw it
back. That's the thing, though, Glenn. I don't think he had it back. I mean, you see how fast he lost it like it was a bar of soap.
He did, but he had it secure for long enough.
Where
they got
wrist?
Screwed. Yeah, I mean, shockingly.
I think
where they got screwed was the field goal where they said they made contact with the center in the helmet.
I had forgotten about that one.
That gave them 4 points right there. That took from 3 points to the touchdown, so that's 4 points. And then I don't care what anyone says. They finally freezed it. He had 3 feet fully down. That third foot was fully down and flat. He had full possession of the ball before it gets knocked away. That was a horseshit call. Absolute horseshit. I mean, look, Isaiah had plenty of opportunity to bring that ball in tighter to his body at some point.
I understand why he didn't want to, because of the defender behind him at the same time, right? Like, I understand.
But if you bring it in like this,
you're right.
One arm ain't going to do anything to stop it. But even without that, he got 3 freaking feet down.
Okay, but this is the other thing I don't understand, Glenn. Say according to the refs, he only got 2 feet down, right? So if he's on the sideline and he gets 2 feet in the end zone and falls out of bounds, why is that different?
Well, I guess I don't know. I guess if he maintains the possession.
Why do you need to make a football move in the end zone? That's what I don't understand. A football move is for forward yards. You're already past the red zone. If you get 2 feet in the end zone, why the heck do you need to make a football move to do what? What are you doing? You're in the end zone. Like, I don't get it. A football move. What are we talking about? He's in the dang end zone.
Yeah. No, I thought the Ravens got screwed.
Is for that. Isn't that how they describe it? A third foot / a football move.
Yep.
If you're in the end zone already, you got 2 feet down, you're past the line, the line, the plane, you got possession of the ball. Touchdown. The equation is very clear to me.
Very simple. Yep. And he got it. I thought they got absolutely screwed. And we're not on here often blaming refs.
No, I feel like we do it the least.
They got absolutely cooked today. And look, they earned a lot of blame themselves. Of course, the Ravens had plenty of plays
big time
that they could have done better on, but they got absolutely hosed, at least on those 2 calls and potentially the A-Rod call. I can see why you're frustrated about that. Manny says 2 games in a row that likely lost the ball in the end zone or on the end zone. But wow, that was a gross one. Falele got burned by a DB. Falele, again, had multiple egregious lowlights today. Like, horrendously bad plays. Like, so bad. And again, that's why we're like, it's like, look, we don't ever say that Falele never has a good rep. Of course he does occasionally. But his lowlights are so stinking low that it's really hard to understand why he continues to get snaps at, unchallenged by anyone on the roster. But yeah, I think Manny's right. 2 games in a row where I think, look, Isaiah, again, I thought he caught the ball. I thought that should have been a touchdown and a huge play. But I do also, in the same breath, can say that I feel like he should have brought that ball closer to his body at some point and hugged the damn thing. And so, to some degree, he holds some fault in it. But, God, he got screwed, man. The Ravens got screwed in general on that play.
Oh, man. So, like, I have to question it now, Glenn. Like, all the stuff that's going on, what happened today? I mean, it was so clear to me that even I mean, you started seeing it at the beginning of the game. You remember what happened last week with Zay Flowers and the push, and DK Metcalf does the same exact thing.
Yeah.
Right. And then, and whatever, that's a small thing. But even when Zay made the big catch and he started to outrun Jalen Ramsey, and Jalen Ramsey rips his face mask.
Yep. No call.
I mean, and I feel like there's a whole litany of them. I mean, it's just absolutely ridiculous. Lost to one-armed old A-Rod. Joke, defense, sold. Yeah, the thing for me is that my hopes and dreams for this team have sailed up the river. Because now anything we do is way more difficult. And I know we got screwed today, but we can't do it.
No.
I hate to sit here and say that, but I also hate to get my hopes up. I can't keep getting my hopes up. I can't do it because they've shown me nothing to make me believe that I should. Like, what should I do it for? Who is it right here? KMI 35, I think, says our pass rush is still terrible.
It is.
Editing a little bit, but absolutely terrible. You got a Aaron Rodgers who is old enough to be my father standing back there. He could literally be a granddad, and you can't bring him down. You got a third string practice squad left tackle for 1/4 of this game. A second stringer who looked like garbage last week goes out with a concussion, and you can't sniff him.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What's happening?
Well, I mean, it's the same problems we've been talking about.
Goodness gracious, Joseph. And the thing ultimately, I think the theme for this year, you and I think we'll both agree on this. By the end of the season, it's going to be no push on either side of the defensive line. We got beat on both sides of it. And it's just, it's embarrassing. Good teams have red zone touchdown plays that always work. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's frustrating.
They always work, but they certainly work a lot more.
Yeah, I mean, it just still baffles me. It baffles my mind the fact that we were the best red zone team in the league last year. It wasn't particularly close. And now, yeah, I mean, there's just so many head-scratching moments. But again, it should have had another touchdown, does it likely? That was a touchdown. No doubt in my mind. I don't care where anybody tries to sell me on. Appreciate the super chat, Joseph. Yeah, I mean, it's still head-scratching why we're a bad red zone offense. Massabee goes on to say, O-line's so trash, allowed 4-man pass rush to win. Yeah, and end the game. Yeah, they did. They did. Absolutely did. I mean, that whole last sequence, you get the ball with that much time left. I mean, you dump it down for a 4-yard gain and you lose, 25 seconds. Then you dump it down for a 6-yard gain and there's another 25 seconds. Boom. There's 50 seconds gone. You've gained 10 yards when it was 1st and 20 before the drive started. I mean, it was an absolute mess. Now, they ultimately made it close at the end and gave themselves a chance, but it was a disastrous 2-minute drill, like absolutely disastrous.
That's the other thing too. I mean, it's so crazy the lack of ability to play with pace.
Yeah,
play with some pace. I don't understand it. Play with some urgency. I don't know if any of you guys have watched the Ravens games to try and like catch it. Like when you're behind, you're not live, right? You're trying to catch up. Every single game this season, Glenn, it's 2 clicks forward, 30 seconds per offensive play. For the other team, it's always 1. Why? Like, I don't understand any of this. Why do we use so much of the friggin' clock? Greg Roman's not even here anymore.
Right. He can't be
Remember
blamed.
that was his whole thing?
Yeah. Yep.
Like,
But he wanted to cut down the amount of possessions total for the game. That's his game plan.
Right. And he wanted to get up to the line of scrimmage late and do all that stuff and not give them time to adjust and blah, blah. But, man, lots of frustration there. The mismanagement of the clock there at the end, the lack of urgency, absolutely brutal. The drop from Rashad Bateman.
Yes. I know.
Dude.
I know. It was bad. Manny says not a single player has a clutch gene this year, and that's what it feels like. I mean, it really does, like on both sides of the ball. When we need a big play, need a big 3rd down stop, a big catch, a big run, it just seems like we never get them this year, and it just drives me crazy. And I thought there was a chance, of course, the Ravens were going to come back and make it happen, and it looked like Isaiah was going to be the guy to pull off the clutch gene and show off him and Lamar. But that one was robbed from him. I'll continue to say it. That was absolute highway robbery at its finest. They should have had the touchdown score there, and then who knows what happens to, do they get the 2-point conversion to put it to a 3-point lead? Does A-Rod take them down and they tie? We'll never know. Massabee says, this will be the first time healthy Lamar misses the playoffs. Who gets axed? The whole new coaching staff. Defense awful this season against any top quarterback. So I thought they were pretty good last week against Joe Burrow, despite being put in just back-to-back-to-back poor situations by our offense. I thought they played pretty damn well. So I've seen improvements on the defense. The problem is the offense has done nothing but, since the beginning of the season, regress almost every single week to get to this point.
Dude,
so, yeah,
you know
all
what,
them.
Glenn? And let me take the chance to just say bye. Let me say bye to this is the end of an era. To me, it doesn't really matter what happens in the year unless somehow we miraculously win the Super Bowl, which, guys, that ain't happening. John Harbaugh's gone. The coaching staff is gone. I think that, I'm not saying we're going to a rebuild. I think we still have a good roster, but it is the end of an era. The Baltimore Ravens will look vastly different next year.
Yep.
At least from a coaching staff, and who knows what happens in the front office. Now, look, I can't sit here and say Bashady's actually going to move on from Eric DeCosta because I don't think that's happening. But yeah, things are going to change. Heads are going to roll. It's over. I would be absolutely floored.
But John it's a shame you mentioned EDC. He's just as big to blame of all these guys with the plan he had at pass rusher and offensive line all offseason. It blew up in his face, no doubt about it. And then also, to punctuate that, on the heels of having maybe the worst offensive performance we've had in recent memory last week, he signs Mark Andrews to a 3-year extension for $39 million. And in the first game, where you typically showcase your newly paid player, he goes 1 catch for 9 yards on 5 targets, virtually disappearing on our offense. It's like, what? That's the guy you want to pay during this horrible stretch, and then you go out there and you don't even feature the guy. He does absolutely nothing. I thought he should have made the catch on Pat Queen at the end. Yeah, it was high ball. You're getting paid awfully well. Go get that damn ball. Jesus. Absolutely terrible performance. Oh, Jimbo, I think you're right. Heads are going to roll, and an offensive staff is going to be, I think, taking the biggest brunt of it.
Yeah, Mark doing nothing, getting outplayed by Likely. Yeah,
nothing.
Sure.
But again, Likely in the end zone. Oh, look, again, it was a touchdown, but he could have done more to secure it. I agree. I believe.
Yeah, I guess I don't disagree with you there. I just feel like, to your point, there needs to be clarity on the rule. Is there something that we are missing as far as like the necessity to make a football move in the end zone? Because there's no chance to me, Glenn, that a guy that goes down and his shin touches the ground and then he slides out of bounds as he has the ball with one arm and it's tripped and it's pinned in the grass. It's touching the grass and he's just got enough of it. And they call that a touchdown.
Yep.
And this isn't a touchdown.
Oh, just a sliver of the toe of the cleat.
Yeah.
Can brush the top of the turf. Yeah, it's
what
a tutty.
What are we doing here? It crossed the line. He had 2 feet in possession.
And 3 steps. 3 steps, by the way. Right. They froze it on that 3rd step finally. 3 steps.
Who had money on the Steelers, bro?
Yeah, that was insane.
Who's getting arrested?
They got robbed.
He needs to be investigated, man.
Yeah, they got absolutely robbed. Hockey Fever 22. Same rules apply for a catch in the end zone as they do on the field. 1 possession, check. 2 feet down, check. Football move, no. Plain and simple. Likely messes up again. I disagree. I think he had a 3rd step down. And they say it's a football move or the opportunity to make a football move. Well, I think a 3rd step qualifies as that. And they finally froze it. I kept begging them to. Finally, when they came back from commercial, they froze it. His foot was not just touching, fully flat, full possession. And then, of course, shortly thereafter, immediately gets knocked out. But 3rd step, full possession of the ball.
What else is there? What else is
he could have done better holding on to the ball. He should have brought it into his body. Catch it out here and then bring it in, squeeze it. But he still made the catch, regardless.
I also don't get the football move. This subjectivity to football is so dumb. Like,
if it looks like a catch, it's a catch, man.
Yeah, look, your idea of a football move could be different than mine. Why are we leaving it to subjectivity?
Yeah.
It should be 2 feet, possession of the football.
That's it.
What else is there to be said?
Make it simple.
Move. What? And that's the other thing I don't understand. Once again, I said it. What's the point of a football move? You're in the end zone. Is falling a football move? Because that's what I would have done.
Right.
Like, just fall down.
I think what you interpret as a football move can be pretty wide.
This is ridiculous. This is absolutely insane. The Ravens got absolutely robbed on that play. That was ridiculous. But to your point, like you said earlier, Glenn, I think that the Ravens did a lot to put themselves in that situation.
Yeah. Yes,
did a
they
lot
did.
to put themselves in the situation. Let's talk about some stats real quick. Lamar Jackson has 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and of course he runs 1 in. We finally saw Lamar taking off a little bit today, 7 carries for 43. Let me ask you this. Why did it take the end of the third quarter for that to start happening?
It's almost like it's like this weapon they don't want to use unless they absolutely have to. So, I mean, obviously there has to be health issues going on with Lamar, but it's not obvious to my eye other than the fact that he's unwilling to run and on occasion doesn't beat a guy to the edge that we thought he should, or that we're expecting him to burst past a guy and the guy ends up ultimately pulling him down. That's the only thing that tells me he's hurt. But other than that, there's no noticeable limps. There's no nothing to the naked eye that tells, other than maybe a perceived lack of explosiveness. Okay, I'll give you that. But it is weird how they'll pull it out when they have to. It seems like they'll use it when they have to, but the consistency isn't there. Doomgoy says, pack it in, fire everyone. Lamar needs an offseason to get his head right. It's clear we won't win a playoff game. At least we keep all our draft picks paying. I mean, look, that pick was absolutely egregious. That interception was bad. Like, Ali had slipped behind the defender. You have got to get that ball over the defender's head. Now, to Lamar's credit, he got things going in the second half, particularly in the fourth quarter, and gave us a chance to win the game. Again, likely gets the touchdown there. Who knows how this game ends up? But he had a rough first half once again, and that interception was just, I mean, that was a terrible, terrible interception. Cannot have that ball come up short and get picked off there. Cannot have it.
That's embarrassing, man.
Yeah, but I agree, though, Doomgoy. I mean, fire him. I mean, the coaches have got to go at this point.
Yeah,
got to.
Yeah, we can't keep living with this mediocrity. All right, but to your point, Glenn, I don't know how long we sit and give Eric DeCosta cover. We, as in the Ravens organization, because he buys the groceries. He stakes his name on his ability to be able to do that. He feels very confident. He sits up there, pompous and confident in his ability to draft. Guess what, Eric? You ain't Ozzie. You don't get the same benefit of the doubt. You got to show it to us first. And last time I checked, Ozzie was even our best player on this team is still clearly drafted by Ozzie Newsome.
Yeah.
Right. So, golly day, man. The defensive front is just, it is the different. I don't understand the clearance shop in there. Did we read this one already? No.
Nope.
Can't believe the Ravens won't make playoffs. The Chiefs missing out too. Waste the opportunity to make Super Bowl. This hurts. Realistically, is this it for Harbs? Yeah, he's done. If the Ravens ownership cares about winning, he's done, in my opinion. Because the message is stale, whatever's, his hiring is not working.
We just don't look like a good coach team at all.
No, they don't look like a well-coached team. The grooming of Zach Orr is meh. You know what I'm saying? It's just.
Oh, and then we finally start giving Keaton the ball a little more. What happens? Big things. Now he gets hurt, but it's like, gosh, we've been begging for this guy to get the ball more often.
He's permanent. I don't know if he the way he couldn't. I was telling Tanya, he was pushing off with the dominant leg so hard in his run and almost using the other leg for support. It looked like he couldn't even pull it up all the way. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know did we get any clarification on the injury?
I didn't hear any. Remember when JK came back?
Yeah.
Remember, it wasn't that prominent, but it reminded me of that.
Yeah,
he might still be a year out, right?
Yeah, absolutely. But I just hope he continues.
Yeah, but to your point, we finally gave him the ball, right? Like too little, too late. What's happening?
Yeah, Little X Nation says, what football move is someone supposed to make in the end zone?
Exactly.
That's the end of the play. Exactly. Like literally,
it crosses the line of scrimmage.
Someone falling down. It like what you were saying earlier. You're saying, what's a football move? It has a lot. Like you can make a lot of cases for weird things being a football move depending on the play. Like Peyton Manning, when he sees the sack coming and he just goes down, that's a good football move in that moment because he took the best of a shitty situation. Now it's a negative play, but like we saw that all the time with even his receiving core. They catch the ball, go right down. Is that not a football play? Yeah, he's giving himself up, but it's still a football play. And the end zone means the play is over. Like once the ball cracks the threshold, so falling could be considered a football play is my point. This is insane. He had 3 feet down, 3 steps.
See, that's the one thing though, Glenn. I I keep watching this video. I want to see the 3 feet.
Oh yeah, they froze it on the when they came back from commercial. They finally froze it.
Should I pull it up?
If you can. And
Yeah,
then do you want to do like half speed? See if you can
on.
change the speed on it.
I definitely can. Playback speed. I can do a quarter speed, bruh.
Yeah, let's get
that.
that.
Oh, dang it. I can't. Let me see if I can pull it up. Give me a second. Keep talking. I'm gonna.
Yeah, Marcus Orr says y'all are 100% right. That was a touchdown. 2 big BS calls. Yeah, I mean, let's not forget the field goal that turned into a touchdown off a BS call against Travis Jones, where they said he made contact with the center in the helmet, and he absolutely did not. He absolutely did not. That is a bullshit call.
Oh, and so somebody brings up a point that I'm seeing here. I think this is fair. To your point, I know that you felt like the Aaron Rodgers play, you have to survive the ground in a catch. He clearly didn't survive the ground. He got
how's that a catch, right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, he didn't make that ball got taken out of his hands. He looked like when my son tries to hold on to something that I just like, that's mine, dude. He tries to hold on. There's no chance he was holding on to the football. All right, let me find this. My gosh.
Appreciate the chat, Marcus. Yeah, I think they got screwed. Uh-oh. Okay.
What's up?
Ooh.
What's happening?
My computer was like freezing.
Okay, here we go. I only got the back view. Should I try and find the front view?
Yeah, the front was the best view. I can see my computer is delaying. That's making me very nervous.
Oh boy.
Let me turn off my other computer.
Here we go. I got.
I'm not going to have any notes in front of me because I'm so scared.
Yeah, Joshua Hunter says refs need to be investigated for gambling. I'm not even joking. 3 plays that took over 10 points off the board.
Yep.
It's wild that we've come to this, guys. And I hate to be that person to talk about it, but you're also not wrong, man. You're not friggin' wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Consequential plays, point scoring plays, completely changed by very questionable at best calls.
All right, Glenn, I'm going to try this out. Hold on. Now, tell me when you can see this.
All right. Yep.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Okay. Now let me change it to a quarter speed.
Yeah. Really slow.
We go. That's a quarter.
All right.
There we go. Catch.
Okay. Here, let me hide this right now. Appreciate the super chat, Joshua.
1.
Okay.
2.
Yeah.
See, his ball's gone.
Hold on. Go back. Go back just a tip. Yeah, there we go. Okay.
See, this is the 3rd foot coming down. And the ball's already starting to come out.
Is it? Let me see. Keep going. Man, maybe I was incorrect in my angle, but it's 2 and a 95% to a 3. I still think that should be called a touchdown there, Jimbo.
100% is a touchdown. I mean, think about how many other teams have gotten a touchdown for so much less of a catch.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
It's outrageous. It's absolutely outrageous. Nobody in the NFL knows what a catch is.
Man, my computer's got me sketched, brother.
No, you're good. You're on.
It's so delayed on my end. Holy smokes.
You're not here.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you're good, man.
All right, let's throw this up. But yeah, I mean, God, that was a tough one. Marcus Orr says, actually 3 BS calls. How does A-Rod have possession but likely didn't? Yeah, that's a good point. Not to mention there was no contact on that field goal attempt on the Pittsburgh snapper. Yeah, absolutely robbed. Absolutely robbed. No doubt about it. But again, I mean, look, it's not the only reason the Ravens lost this game. Tyler Loop, again, is kicking the ball out of bounds at way too high of a rate. He's missing extra points still. I mean, the guy's stinking up the joint. And it's driving me crazy. Our special teams is still not where it needs to be. And I'm so sick and tired of hearing when they do hype up this Ravens team, they're hyping up our punter. Well, how low do you have to be to where you're getting hype for your punter?
It's ridiculous, dude. I don't know what else to do here, man. Marcus Orr says, actually, you just read this. My bad.
Yeah. Let me get the next one up here.
Okay, cool. Are we pretty behind?
Yeah, we got catching up to do.
All right. Luex Nation says push off, face mask, hold on Andrews, Rodgers one hand possession rule to catch, likely touchdowns, the rest were trash. Trash, 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 trash. Like I hate to say that. Like I wish it wasn't so egregious. I wish that I could just say it comes out even in the wash because it generally does, and it just did not today. Not even close. They really want to see Rodgers in the playoffs, I guess.
The last hurrah.
That's what the NFL likes.
The golden
they
arm.
like their last hurrahs, right?
And the worst part is Buffalo did their part.
Yep.
Right? Like put the Bengals on life support at best. And what do we get? We can't hold up our end of the bargain. Massey goes on to say, Tomlin owns Harbs. This trash Steelers team, we're 1-3. On a positive, Ravens can still make the playoffs, right? What do you like about today, Jimbo and Glenn? I mean, there's not a whole lot. Other than I will say the offense seemed to get something going in the second half. The run game was starting to finally get some legs, and Henry was starting to tear off some chunk plays, but it's still a struggle.
We only make the playoffs to the North at this point. I mean, most likely. Don't you agree with that?
Yeah.
What are we going to rip off? We're going to beat you're telling me we're going to beat the Bengals, the Steelers, and the Patriots, and the Packers?
Yeah. I mean,
what are the chances of that, guys? Most likely we continue to do what we've been doing and be a 500 to sub 500 team for the rest of the season and finish, I don't know, like 9 and what's that? We'll be 9 and 8
if they're lucky at this point.
Right. You know what I mean? And hope that the Steelers stub their toes. So, Massey, to your point, the Ravens can still make the playoffs, but their chances, I think, went down to what? Like something low. Something really low after this loss today. Is pretty ridiculous. All right, let's bang these suckers out, Glenn. Jeremy says the team isn't going anywhere, losing clean house. Yeah, I mean, that's what it's going to be. We talked about it before. I think that this is the end of an era. We appreciate John Harbaugh and his time, but him and his staff need to pack up and get out of town. Sorry, John.
I mean, I never thought I'd be to this point either, but it is what it is. You can't keep coming out and laying stinkers when you have a roster that's far too good to be putting out those performances, even with the disadvantages the refs put on you. CJ Lavender says, focus will be on Lamar and the refs, but it needs to be on the defense. Can anyone recall a time in Lamar's career where the defense showed up in a must-win game? No turnovers, no sacks, no impact plays on those games. Well, look, I mean, I get what you're saying. The pass rush was super frustrating, had opportunities to get our hands on the ball, and we weren't able to make the most of it. Aaron Rodgers hit some really nice throws to DK, particularly on the sideline as well as on the left side to who was that? Austin, I think, caught a beautiful play on Cheeto. Yep. But the defense also came up with big stops towards the end of the game when they needed to. They got off the field when they needed to and gave the offense a chance to get back in the game. So I still think this game is more on the offensive side of things than it was on the defense. But I get your frustration, particularly when it comes to our inability to affect the passer when we don't bring heavy pressure. We just can't do it, continue to struggle. I mean, there was a play where we had now I guess we were expecting a run, but they checked to a pass, and we had Brent Urban, John Jenkins, Travis Jones, and David Ajabo as a 4-man pass rush. And, of course, Aaron Rodgers had all flipping day. Yeah, that's your 4-man pass rush? I know you might have been expecting a run, and that's why some of those guys are out there, but you're not getting anywhere near a passer with those 4 guys rushing the quarterback. No chance. Against 5-man protection, forget about it.
Did we read this already?
Yes. Shout out to CJ. Let me pop this down. Let's see here. Go ahead.
My bad. That was
you're good. Oh, yeah, you're good.
My bad. I got the next one. Yeah.
There we go.
Not making the playoffs is probably the best thing for this team. You can't overlook your deficiencies. At this point, winning gives them a blind eye to it. Yeah, I mean, look, I would love for us to scrape out these wins, somehow turn the corner and do something. But I would love the draft pick too. So I don't know how to answer this comment, but we appreciate the super chat nonetheless. I would like to keep winning if I had a preference. Joseph Heckert says, draft a quarterback right now. We are picking number 13. Who knows? Sorry,
there.
Joe. Yeah.
I ain't there.
Still my guy. JP Bug says, quoted from Shrubs, Harbaugh is supposed to be a culture coach, and this culture sucks. Well.
Yeah, I mean, look, there's no doubt that this team does not look like a well-coached football team.
No. Tone the Virgo says, once again, pass rush. No pass rush to be found is I think what you meant. Falele, as usual, blocking air or the ground control. 3 steps, it was a touchdown. Yeah. O-line and pass rush better be a priority this offseason. Heads better roll. Yeah. That's where we want our draft picks to come from, guys. Like, let's not get cute, Eric.
Yeah, right in the trenches. And if we have another year of Falele at right guard, I'm going to lose my mind. Now, I think he's a free agent, so it would take a re-signing.
Lord Almighty.
But I mean, look, they bring back Ben Cleveland on a contract for
to
what?
Sit him on the bench, to bury him on the bench when you got Falele out there looking like a lost baby at a picnic.
And Voorhees had some real low lights himself.
Oh, dude, my son, like, he'll be getting all goofy and running away from me when we're at church or something, and then all of a sudden somebody turns the corner, and he just realizes it late. They walk past him and he starts running towards me. Falele, they snap it and he's like. A stranger runs past him, and what does he do? He runs home to Lamar. Let me help you up, dude.
Yep.
Great.
At least help
Thanks,
you up.
bro. Lads, I'm so disappointed, but this game was a microcosm of the season. You know the phrase, you're not that guy. Well, we're not that team. Yeah, we ain't it.
We are not that team.
It.
I think that was his game. I think that was the gentleman who came from Ireland to come watch this game.
Yeah, he's got the Euros in there. Shout out, dude. Appreciate it. I don't know how YouTube's going to take care of that.
That's a long trip to watch that. I mean, at least they came back and made it a competitive game. It was starting to look like it might have gotten out of hand. But, oh, man, I feel bad for the travel and to see that performance.
Glenn, I think I got to bounce. My children upstairs losing their absolute mind.
Oh, okay. Go ahead. I'll finish things up.
You want to take the rest of these?
Yeah, I got it.
All right. We'll be back. I'll be back. Terrible loss. Yeah. Not much else to say.
See you, Jimbo. Asmodeus Thanato says Ravens won't fire Harbs or. It's going to be another year of mediocrity next year. Lamar's career is going to be wasted. Man, I hope you are not right about this, but honestly, I wouldn't be shocked. I mean, Harbs is pretty entrenched in this organization. He's famously neighbors with Eric DeCosta. Their backyards touch at the back fence, and they're incredibly close. Their offices are right next door to one another. We know that this isn't an organization that makes a habit of changing GMs or coaches. In fact, they're probably, them and the Steelers are probably the two most unlikely to move on from coaches unless something crazy were to happen. So I don't think that's a wild statement, but man, I hope you're wrong about that one. I think things have to change here in Baltimore at this point. It's just gotten to that point. Donovan says, what do you want 8 to do? How do you expect him to be consistent when his teammates are like quicksand? No other quarterback in the league performs well in these conditions, and most of y'all know that. Yeah, certainly. Not surrounding Lamar with the proper support. I mean, particularly the offensive line. I think, Zay right now is clearly the only guy on the outside who is wanting to make plays, who can get open consistently, catch the ball. Now, he has his moments where it's a little frustrating, particularly when he runs backwards or exposes himself to the possible strip from behind because he's dancing. But let's be honest, he's the most explosive guy, him and Keaton Mitchell by far. And he's the only one it seems like he wants to make plays on the outside for us. I mean, we do see it somewhat from DeAndre, but just not consistent enough because of his age and the fact that they're kind of got him on a pitch count. And he always, he never relied on his speed, but at this point he lacks, even some of what he did have. And so it makes it hard. You really have to throw the ball into a pretty tight window every time you do. Now, most times good things happen because he's incredible with his, body control. He's got strong hands. But my point is, consistency is not really found across this entire roster outside of, you can only point to a couple guys. So, yeah, it's tough for you to expect 8 to do a ton, but he's still got to at least do his part, take what the defense gives him and not throw, poor interceptions like he did today. That was a poor interception. No doubt about it. You can't cover that. That was a bad throw, no doubt. And he missed a couple others too. So, he's not absolved from it, but he's not, no one's on this show is going to be screaming for a replacement for Lamar Jackson, of course. So we want to build around and continue to support Lamar Jackson. Donovan goes on to say, when wide receivers can't catch and blockers can't block, what does him being consistent matter? It takes a team to perform, and the Ravens aren't a team right now. Again, of course, you need a team, but he still has to do his part, and it's okay to call him out when he has blunders. And that interception was an absolute blunder. It just was. That was a bad throw, and he's really had bad throws over the last 3 weeks. You can point to him. Now, he's not being helped by his shitty offensive line. The fact that on some plays, Faalele is literally worse than a turnstile would be. Like one of those big trash cans you put out front of your house would be better in some moments than our guard play. No doubt about it. And in those plays, it sucks. And it's got to be frustrating as hell. But you got to hold everyone accountable for their poor play. And he's had moments where he's playing poorly. Appreciate the super chat, Donovan. Let's see here. We got next one rolling in. Who do we hire as our next head coach, though? And also, this team lacks leadership players and coaches-wise. Yeah, I mean, they always say the best teams are the teams led by their leadership in players. I mean, that's the reason the Ravens were so successful with Ray Lewis and Ed Reed. But as far as who's our next head coach and who it should be, I don't know. I mean, Steve Bisciotti's entire life and career has been dedicated to his skills as a hirer. Like that's what his job is. That's what his company that made him billions of dollars specialized in. It's basically a staffing agency for CEOs and big Fortune 500 companies. So his job is to find, I mean, who the hell was John Harbaugh when they hired him? I never heard of him. I said, who the hell is this guy? I wanted a flashy name. Turns out, I mean, he got us a Super Bowl, so it was obviously a solid pick. And I think for a lot of years, he was a good coach and we were a well-coached football team, but not right now. So I expect Steve Bisciotti and whoever's left in charge, if that's Sashi Brown or whoever, I think they'll do a good job because they have done a good job in the past when tasked with that. But appreciate the super chat there. Let's see. We got the next one here. JP Bug says it's a different guy every time. Mediocre team. It really is. It's like every guy's taking their turn, screwing up particularly on the offensive side, where a drop ball here, a missed block there, a missed throw, a guy doesn't run the correct route. I mean, Zay, as much as I love Zay, got to get those feet in on that catch on the sideline where he had the toes down. Then for some reason, right as he was catching it, just rotated his left foot and his toe ends up landing out of bounds. I mean, it's just so many different moments. So again, even our best player probably on the day, most productive offensive player, he even had a moment where he could have certainly done a little bit better and gotten his toes in. So yeah, I mean, it's always a different guy. And now early on, it was Derrick Henry with the terrible fumbling. We seemingly sure that up by him taking off his sleeves. And then, Isaiah Likely has the fumble. And then Mark Andrews is dropping balls he should catch. Bateman Bateman catches that ball. Who knows how the game changes? I mean, there's just so many, like you said, it's a different guy every time, but somebody's screwing things up. It seems like every game for the Ravens, somebody's doing it to us. Ian Wick says, truth is this team just isn't very good. It's not very good. But I think the reason the Ravens fans are so stressed out and so frustrated is that it's not like we can go, well, we knew going in this year, it was maybe, a rebuilding year or the talent's not there. That wasn't the case here. Again, this is the same offense staff-wise and basically player-wise. It was the best offense in the entire league last year. When you are the best at average yards per attempt through the air and average yards per attempt on the ground, and you're the best red zone team by a margin, I mean, that's the best offense in football. We were scoring better and more diverse ways than anyone in the league. No doubt about it. And now they're bad with the same guys. So it's like, I think that's why it's so frustrating. It's not like they're bad and we kind of half expected it and we knew. Now, we knew there was some deficiencies on the offensive line and in the pass rush, and that has not changed throughout the season. It has not gotten better. I guess the pass rush got a little bit better when we were playing quarterbacks that were either young or backups. And if we do blitz, we can get to you after getting Dre, but it's still not where it needs to be. It's still not even close to where we need a guy. We need at least a guy who can ratchet it up on third down, who can take it upon himself to beat the guy in front of him to quickly affect the passer. We just don't have that guy. And so the only way we can do it is manufacturing pressure through a series of exotic blitzes or rush schemes. I mean, that's the only way we can seemingly get to the quarterback. Man, it drives me crazy. And then Mike Green had a nice move and got to A-Rod, and he ducks out of it and slips out. It's like, frustrating. Even when we did have a good pass rush move there. Appreciate the super chat here, but you're right. The team is just not very good right now. Gary Coleman says, our leader in sacks has 2.5. Is it Really? Gosh, that's bad. 2.5 sacks as your leader? I mean, that's just god awful. Absolutely god awful. And you want to be a Super Bowl team? And especially, what makes it even worse is that you look around the league and you see guys who are used to be here making plays. I mean, you see Jadeveon Clowney. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Sorry. Thought it froze here. Oh, see, you know what I was doing? I was trying to pull up the box score so I could have shared the stats, but I got to get a new computer, folks. It's not going good. But oh yeah, only 19 total sacks on the season. 19. We're in what is this? Week 14? It's terrible. Absolutely god awful. Yeah, what more can you say? I mean, again, I thought the Ravens were going to get aided by the Buffalo Bills taking care of the Bengals, and then it started looking rough for a while after the Bills fumble into the end zone. The Bengals end up taking the lead and really starting to move the ball, and then Joe Burrow goes out and throws back-to-back interceptions, including a pick six when they were in scoring range. And so I'm like, oh, great. All the Ravens have to do is complete this comeback, get the dub, and they're sitting in the driver's seat of the AFC North. But no. They fall short. Refs don't help. Gosh, that stuff fires me up. Yeah, I was about to share my screen, not my search history. Although on here, all you're going to see is Raven stuff. Only ever use this computer for this show. And so, yeah, you wouldn't see a whole lot. No worries there if that accidentally gets put up there. Yeah, Dr. Rush. Yeah, where's Dr. Pass Rush? Where you at? He is a Hall of Fame coach, Mike Green. He is a Hall of Fame coach. I mean, look at his numbers. He's still going to be, even if he's fired after this year. I mean, you don't win. He's still got more road wins, I believe, than any coach in playoff history. He's still got a Super Bowl. He's still going to end up, probably top 10 all time when it comes to coaching wins and win percentage when you have a certain threshold of games coached. I mean, he's still going to have a Hall of Fame resume, even if he's fired after this season. He's been here 17 years. So, a lot of those 17 years were incredibly successful, but something's not right here. It's not a well-coached football team. But, I mean, hey, what can you do? What can you do? But try and bounce back. I mean, the good news is they still have plenty of games against the AFC North, so there is still a very realistic possibility the Ravens could turn this thing around and still win the North. The Steelers are not a good team. They're still bad. The Bengals lost again today, so next week's game, of course, against the Bengals is going to be a huge, huge matchup, and you still have another one against the Steelers before the season's out. So it could still absolutely It could still absolutely be a win for the Ravens, and they can win the North. And then who knows what happens once you're in the dance. But, man, is it a tough team to watch right now. It's a tough team to be behind and root for because it just seems like even when they score, even when things go well, the vibe ain't right. The team doesn't look happy. They seem frustrated. They seem pissed off. We were hearing about blow-ups on the sideline where guys are kind of bickering and getting into it with each other. It just seems like it's not going right. It's not going well right now. And so even if they are able to beat the Bengals next week, I mean, I just don't know. You just don't know what team's going to show up. You just don't know. Frustrating. Tough to watch. Yeah, the Ravens always do find creative ways to lose. It's almost like, man, why they even come back and make it so close in the end? Frustrating. But I think that's it for me today, folks. That's it for us. We'll, of course, be back early next week to continue to recap the happenings of the weekend and kind of give a state of the AFC North and the AFC in general. Start to turn the page to next week's Bengals game. And but yeah, appreciate you guys joining us, and we'll talk to you soon. See you.